kill NLP. So we will go one by one. So 1 minute, I will share the presentation. Actually, I don't like presentation, but see, when we go to doctors, if the doctor is not giving injection, what people will tell? Programming. My mother used to take me to some doctors. Okay, my sister used to take me to some doctors. The moment we come back, my mother will ask, injection dala kya? Injection dala kya? Injection nahi dala. वो अच्छा डॉक्टर नहीं है. अगर कोई डॉक्टर इंजेक्शन नहीं डालता है, that doctor is not good. Like that, अगर PPT नहीं show करते हैं ना, तो he is not good. Programming. So when you are in Rome, be as a Rome, isn't it? When you are in Rome, we have to follow the Rome. Acha, okay. So the first question, we will start it from this. How is NLP is helpful to counselors and psychologists? Okay. Now NLP and Gestalt, it shares some good points. NLP and Gestalt, but not other aspects. For example, let us take motivational interviewing and CBT, which is one of the very famous psychotherapy therapies, evidence-based. Now, I will show you something from Quora. Okay, I want someone to read this. Okay. So the question is, so someone has asked a question. Okay. So please mute your calls. Pankaj, mute your call. Achha. So the question is, the CBT.
Zoom meeting. Zijn hier earphones in?
Calls.
Zoom meeting.
Actually, I don't want to mute your calls, but what to do? Okay. The CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, recognize the human subconscious or unconscious mind. This is the question which is asked. And a very famous author has replied. So from University of London. Okay. Now, before going to the thing, let us discuss whether CBT recognizes subconscious mind and unconscious mind. Yeah, please. I'm opening the I'm opening the mic. Yeah.
Yes.
How?
Core beliefs. Core beliefs.
Core beliefs. Okay, core beliefs. Now, when we discuss about core belief, yesterday we have seen the schema on core belief. Core belief, something which is which may be in the subconscious or unconscious mind. Okay, but when we are talking with the client, do we use the term as it is in subconscious mind or unconscious mind? We just talk about the core belief, or do we actually tell to the client that it is in your unconscious mind, the core belief? The core belief, it is in your subconscious mind. Do we talk, or we just discuss about the core belief, try to understand about the core belief, and try to help the client to change the thought? In CBT, are we changing the core belief, or we are trying to change the thought?
Actually, we are changing the thoughts.
So that means you are not changing. You are not doing anything with the core belief, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, the simple aspect is,
But you do dispute the core beliefs.
which one?
There is some disputing the core beliefs.
Yeah, you are disputing it. You are disputing it on the logical level or on the subconscious level.
On the
Logical
logical level.
disputing
Logical level.
techniques, we are asking questions to the client, isn't it?
Yes.
So we are going to use Socratic questioning actually.
Which one? Yeah.
Socratic questioning.
That's correct.
Can you repeat, Nabila?
Sir, we use
Yes.
Socratic questioning.
Yeah. Now all these things, it is to the logical mind or the subconscious mind.
Logical mind.
Logical mindset.
Whatever you people are telling, the cognitive distortions or the core belief or the schema, okay, when we are trying to address to the client, are we trying to do hypnotherapy to take out the core belief, or we are disputing it to the logical mind to change the thought? Now, I will ask the question in another way. Are we doing the counseling on the surface level or in the deep structure? Deep structure is in the deep level. Okay. Are we trying to remove something, the core belief, in the deep structure or on the surface level through logical questions? Now, I will.
Sir, we are going to use deep structure with bringing them on a surface level actually.
Logical at the logical level or in the you are trying to change the core belief from the logical level or in the unconscious level?
Logical
Unconscious
level.
sir.
Now let us read.
Logical.
Now let us read the aspect. Okay. Can anyone read the last paragraph?
Yes.
That is another example. Starting from another example.
Though CBT is a proactive model of treatment.
Rogas, 1 minute. From another example. From another example. From here. From this
Yeah.
paragraph.
Another example, not my own. Someone is binge drinking and drug taking. The thoughts behind this behavior is wanting to be free, or wanting to feel good, or wanting to lower inhibitions. The belief behind these thoughts would potentially be that this person is unremarkable, is not good enough to be themselves, not good enough in general. Though CBT is a proactive model of treatment that allows a person to identify their erroneous cognitive patterns and challenge them, and in the end, challenge the core beliefs so ingrained in them so that they might change the subsequent thoughts and after their behavior, it does not tackle other issues in the unconscious mind, only those relevant to the behavior that they are in treatment for.
Hope it is clear actually. Isn't it? Now the simple aspect is, it is a highly evidence-based step. CBT, there is no question. But NLP goes one step higher. In NLP, we not only do the things from the logical level. Whatever we do it in the CBT, we also do it in the NLP. But we have separate names for it. All the cognitive distortions which we talk in CBT, it is available in NLP also. But the names are different. But the thing is, we don't do it only through the logical level. We do it through the, what do you call it, in the mind level also. I will give you one example. So during our last NLP program, which paid training, there was one man, she told that I am having fear of mathematics. Sure, I have a fear of mathematics, so that I have chosen HR. Okay. So I'm not good in maths. I'm not good in maths. And maths is a very tough subject. And I don't like maths, so that I have chosen HR. Okay. then everything starts from the logical level. Immediately you cannot question we cannot alter something in the unconscious or subconscious. Everything starts from the logical. So the logical mind, we started questioning, okay, in HR, are you taking care of the wages of the people? Yeah, yes, we are taking care. So it involves calculations, basic pay, HR, isn't it? It involves calculation. She told yes. And who will be calculating all those aspects? Yeah, I will be doing. Whether it is mathematics or science, she told mathematics. Then how that you are telling that you are not good in mathematics? 2 plus 2, 4. If I know that is, I know mathematics, isn't it? How that I can come to the conclusion that I do not know maths and maths will not come to me. As a HR, you are doing many mathematical functions. So this is okay, Shiva, but the bigger aspects like algebra, all these aspects, I do not know and I am not comfortable with, and it will not come to me. It will not come to me. Okay. Then logical level asking the core belief. Now the core belief is, now she says mathematics will not come to me. Okay. What is this core belief in CBT? What is the cognitive distortion?
I'm not good enough.
I am not good enough. Okay, I am not good enough. So we can also tell it is a mental filter. It is a mental filter. In a mental filter, we take only one aspect and we come to the conclusion that my life is like that. So I am not good at. That is what I have come to the conclusion. Now, how we will proceed in CBT in this case? How we will be proceeding in CBT?
Socratic questioning.
Yeah. Socratic questioning. Through Socratic questioning, we will try to bring what?
Evidence to disprove.
Can you repeat?
Evidence to disprove the cognitive distortion.
Acha, cognitive distortion. Evidence to disprove. And that is what I did, whether in HR you are doing all these aspects. Okay. That is what we will try to do, and we will try to prove that you are good in mathematics. Okay. Now in NLP, what we do is, okay, we try to go back and try to find out when did she develop this particular thinking. I am not good at mathematics. Mathematics will not come to me. I started telling to my own talk. This we call it as auditory digital. In NLP, we call this as auditory digital. This auditory digital, when it started, so we started moving back. Okay, so we used to put them in the therapy. We used to put them in the therapy and take them back. We used to take them in the trance, take them back. Graduation, 12th standard, 11th standard, 9th standard, 8th standard, 7th standard. Okay. So during that therapy session, she was not able to tell. But the next day in the training program, she told Shubhkumar, actually, when I was sleeping, I was able to, something happened in my life, I just recollected. I do not know this is because of that. I do not know. But something which happened, it came to my mind. The thing is, during therapy, we are just triggering the parts of the brain, the neurons. Some of the things which is being pushed into the subconscious, that will not be available. In psychodynamic, we call this as, what we call this? You are pushing some aspects to the subconscious. It will not come out.
Repression.
Repression. Okay. But when we started doing the therapy session, the mind started telling, okay, these are the things happened in your life. She told Shubhkumar, actually, when I was studying in 9th standard, okay, teacher asked me a question. Okay, I was not able to answer. I gave some answer. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. And the teacher also laughed. And I felt very shame. And afterwards, I thought I didn't like the teacher also. I rejected the teacher also. And also I rejected mathematics, I think. Because afterwards I started telling myself that mathematics will not come to me. So throughout my career, I was getting very average marks in mathematics, but in all other subjects, I used to get very good marks. Okay. Now, in NLP, we go to the deep level, either through a switch technique or timeline therapy or anchoring. We try to change the core belief in the subconscious level. In the logical level, through meta model, we used to change. Now, even in CBT, in Socratic questioning method tells you there are 6 stages. There are 4 stages and 6 stages in Socratic questioning. Only that much Socratic questioning tells. What question you should ask, it doesn't. What is a specific word which you have to use? But meta model is something higher than Socratic method. It clearly tells when the client talks, what is that you have to identify and what is the question you have to ask. By using meta model, and meta model, it is for logical. That is the logical level. In the logical level, we bring the client to state that yes, I will be able to do mathematics and I can be good at mathematics. Logical level. In the mental level, trying to remove the mold, the stamp. The stamp she has put on her own self that I am not good at. The core belief. Either removing it or changing it, reframing it. Either reframing. Actually, we have something called a 6-step reframing in NLP. 6-step reframing, either 6-step reframing or altogether trying to remove it. But that is in timeline therapy, it is a very great procedure. All those things only the master practitioner will be able to do. So one of the difference is how NLP will be able to help counselors and psychologists is NLP gives much more a direct way of tackling things. Now let me come to transactional analysis. So what is the goal of transactional analysis? What is the goal of transactional analysis?
Understanding communication.
Yeah, Rogas, can you tell one more time?
Understanding
To analyze
patterns of communication.
No. That is not the.
It's also
Well,
about adult child model.
What is the aim of transactional analysis? Suppose I am giving counseling to suppose for example I am giving counseling to Fatma. What is my goal as a therapist? What is my goal?
maybe to analyze my childhood and
No.
okay.
To reach
sir,
our
to
goal.
analyze
To
life position.
understand,
Yeah, Rogas?
which ego state you're operating from,
No.
parent,
No.
child, or adult.
That is only 2% of a transactional analysis, Rogas. Understanding ego states, that is out of 100% TA, that is only 2%.
No, it is understanding which ego state you're
That is what I'm telling.
operating from.
That is what I'm telling. That constitutes only 2% of transactional analysis. That is not the aim of TA. The aim of transactional analysis is autonomy. Now, when we psychologists, when we counselors, when we talk, each and every therapy style, we should know what is the aim of that particular therapy. Now, the aim of transactional analysis is autonomy, creating autonomy. Suppose, for example, Fatma, I'm giving counseling to Fatma. My goal is to create autonomy in Fatma. Okay. Now, TA is one of the best tools. It is just like CBT. It is one of the best tool. No doubt about it. Even CBT, no doubt, it is one of the highest sites. But what is that not available in CBT and NLP, which is available in T, in NLP? What is not available in TA and CBT? In TA, the goal is autonomy. The goal is autonomy. We will try to understand the transactions. We will be trying to understand the life positions. We will be trying to understand the script and the mini script. There are two aspects in TA. One is script analysis. The another one is a mini script. We will be trying to understand the script and mini script and what is that he is living, whether he is living the life of a winner or a loser. So we will be trying to understand all these things, and we will be starting with ego states, transactions, mini script, games analysis. All these aspects I will do. After that, I will be trying to bring autonomy to the client. Now, it is one of the wonderful sites, but the problem here is it is only through talk therapy. It is through talk therapy we will have to change. There are no techniques. There are no techniques to bring out the changes. For example, script. For example, drivers. Suppose I have a hurry up driver. Okay. For hurry up driver, transactional analysis gives allowers. You are having allowers. For example, my style is hurry up. Okay. So I have to start telling myself that it is okay to take time. All these things happens at the logical level. But unless and until I have some techniques which I can work on the client, TA will be much more PL. So in that case, actually the meta program in NLP and other aspects like VAK and all. Suppose, for example, most of the people find it very hard to understand the even the transaction. To understand the transaction, whether it happens in the adult ego state or child ego state or a parent ego state, whether it is from critical parent or a nurturing parent, whether it is from the rebellious child or natural child or adoptive child, whether something is a duplex transaction or angular transaction, VAK is much more helpful. VAK will tell us from which area the transaction actually starts. That is one of the best aspects. And for the best part of autonomy, value illustration. Value illustration, it helps. It will help the transactional analyst to understand the parent data, which is a living data, and the adult data, the adult aspects from the present level. Value illustration will be much helpful. So this is how actually for a counselor, and there are many more aspects. Just I would like to stick on to a few aspects, which 1 minute, I will just share it. But one more thing, I am repeating, I am not belittling CBT or T. TA is one of the wonderful science. CBT, unparalleled science, unparalleled. Every aspect is having its own advantages and disadvantages. Even NLP is having certain disadvantages. There is, it is not that NLP is not having any disadvantage. The one disadvantage which NLP is having is NLP caters to the general public also, and that is where the actual problem starts. If NLP pertaining only to counseling, it would have gone into rigorous research and evidence. Since it has become a pop psychology, since it caters to the needs of the common man, okay, so much research has not been gone into. So there are disadvantages in NLP also. Just I am trying to compare all these aspects so that we will be able to understand. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the aspect, how it is helpful to the counselors and psychologists. That is what we have seen. How it will be helpful to salespeople. Salespeople can use NLP. Salespeople can use even TA also. Transactional analysis can be used by salespeople to improve their sales. CBT cannot be used. Certain aspects from CBT also can be used, but not every aspect. But TA, it is one of the best tool to improve the sales, and also NLP. I was actually working in a private concern as a regional manager sales. My target will be 1 crore 20 lakhs per person, and I was having around 4 managers reporting to me. So every manager has to get 1 crore 20 lakhs in a year, and I have to take care of the 4 people. And consequently, for 3 years, I was a national topper. Because I used to apply NLP in sales. NLP started with modern. Maria, may I know, Maria, can you open the mic?
Yes, sir.
So, Maria, may I know in which aspect you are very good at?
So I think communication.
So, communication is a very dynamic and larger aspect. In communication, which area? Maybe public speaking, or which one you are very good at?
So I feel like that, yes, I can deal with the people nicely. So that department, I usually take that department as a guest relation or something. So
very nice, very nice. Maria, so that means you are very good in influencing people.
yes, a kind of, as I told you yesterday that I wanted to go in HR and like this. So I always wanted to interact with people. So I feel like that, yes, I understand people more what they want. So
that is,
yeah.
By talking with people, I will be able to influence them very easily. Then only they will do whatever you say. Now, if you are good in communication, means whatever you want them to do, they have to do.
Yeah.
That is what communication. I am asking you, how are you? And you have to tell me, I am fine. That means communication reaches. So if you say I am good at communication, that means whatever you communicate with people, there may be some requirement. Then only we will talk. Now I am talking with you, there is some requirement. So the requirement I will be able to fulfill by communicating with people, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Maria, can you just recollect any one past event wherein your interaction with any one client was very, very nice, very good, successful? Can you just recollect?
Long back, I was working as a counselor in school, and there were one parents, they were not so much happy with the school environment and everything. So they just came up to me and I suggested them that we have these activities and this and that all. Your child will be happy and it is the best. Yeah, just 1 minute. So I just convinced them that yes, this is the best school for your child's future. So they agreed, like they were not agreeing with anybody else, but yeah, that was the best experience I just had in my past. So
okay, Maria, just go back. When you were talking with that parent, okay, what is that you were talking within your own self?
So if to be very honest, so I was just thinking that yes, I'm taking the salary from this school, so I have to speak on their behalf. That's it. That's what I was thinking.
That means I am taking salary from the school, so I am responsible. I am responsible for the
Yes.
activity which is given. So I have to fulfill the obligations.
Yes, like I'm presenting that school, so I have to talk every positive aspect of that school, like to me.
I am responsible. I am taking money from someone, so I am responsible towards them. So that is,
Yes.
can I say like this, Maria? Whenever you start any communication,
Mhm.
you feel responsible. Whenever you get success in any communication, that is your first
Yes.
thinking will be that okay, I am responsible for this because I have the obligation. I have the obligation, and it is my duty, and I am responsible. Thinking
Yes,
that
sir.
I start my conversation. Maybe or may
Yes.
not, maybe, isn't it? Now, this is what actually modeling thing. Modeling is, now I can sit with Maria, okay, I can spend a time with Maria for 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and code her the successful behavior. When she talks with people, okay, now only one aspect I told, her digital audit. What is that she used to talk within herself, through which I try to bring out something. Suppose tomorrow, if I start following it, suppose I am trying to talk with you people, and if I start feeling that I am responsible, I have the obligation. If I start feeling it, and if I start delivering, the result which Maria got, at least 50% of the result I will also get it. If Maria is getting 100%, at least I may get 50%. Modeling is, it is not copying. We are not going to copy Maria. It is coding the aspect. Someone is good in time management. How that you become very good in time management? Coding it, and it is a very big process in NLP. And modeling and mirroring, through which sales will be sometimes maybe a cakewalk. Sometimes sales may be a cakewalk because you can mirror. For example, I will tell you a small example. Yeah, Maria.
Yes.
So, can you just say something about your strengths?
My strengths. So right now it's not coming over my mind. Like I cannot just. But yes, the strength.
Strength. So it's not coming, isn't it, Maria? It's not when I'm asking. Suddenly, it's not coming, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, sir. Like if we are going for some interview, we prepare one day before, and yes,
Yes,
so we just take the all skills and yeah.
it becomes very difficult, isn't it? Immediately when I ask, oh my God, what to answer, isn't it? Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mirror a voice. Now, suppose if both of us are sitting, okay, we are having something called mirror neurons. Okay, now she is having body language. When I was talking so far, there was no body language. I was just like this sitting. Now, when I was suddenly I started talking with Maria, I started using my body also. My hands also I started using. Now, the simple aspect is this is called modeling. This is not copying. This is actually a very big aspect. We used to take 10 days class, modeling 10 days. Okay. Now I cannot explain it in 10 minutes, but modeling and mirroring, it helps a lot in sales. Is it audible, Maria?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
So whoever is not able,
Sir, if you don't mind, can you please remove the captions because it's very distracting and the captions give the wrong script.
yeah. So that is what Arogas actually expanding the map. We call in NLP expanding the map. Now, there are some people here, they are not able to understand my language. and they want the captions. For you,
But the captions are not correct.
but it is for them. They are able to understand. That is what progress. Expanding. See, for me, I feel like that, but the other person is not feeling like that. So I have to cater to everyone, no? Isn't it? For you, it is only distracting. For you, it is only distracting. For the other people, they are not able to understand also, because there are people from South Africa, there are people from Morocco. Okay, my language, my intonation and my pronunciation, actually, my English is not that much good English. I don't talk like American English or British English or the way our Maria talks. I don't talk like that. So my English is completely a little bit of Indian aspect. So people are finding it very difficult to understand what I'm talking. So they say that please switch on the captions, so that people will be, at least they will be seeing, okay, what this guy is talking something. What is that this guy is talking? At least I'll be able to understand a little bit through the captions. Okay. So the simple aspect is sales will be a cakewalk. Sales may be a cakewalk to the people who really practice sales. And sales, it is not that I'm just telling you people. Those are, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, sir.
Sir, can you just talk about these aspects for a few minutes? I will show them on video.
About the mirror neurons, sir.
Yeah, mirror neuron
and a few things about NLP also, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Right. So I wanted to give you a little introduction about the NLP program that we are in actually. See this. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, you are. Was basically,
Yes.
are you aware of the introduction about NLP, please?
No.
Right. See, this is a program that was designed in the 70s by two Americans, Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Both come from different modalities. One is a mathematician, one is a linguist. They wanted to find out how some of the psychologists are having extraordinary results and how they are able to bring about changes in the other human beings. Then they started this thing. I will tell you very briefly. You can refer later on. So this NLP philosophy is based upon certain basic presuppositions. What is a presupposition? What is a presupposition? Can somebody open up and say what is a presupposition?
Something that comes before the actual theory.
Pre-assumption.
Yes, an assumption, right? So this is the pillars, actually, I can call it.
It's a belief.
It's a belief. It's an assumption. It is something that comes before that. And here I will call it the pillars of the NLP. So the NLP work is built on these presuppositions, which have been time tested and which have been there. And a presupposition is one that you will have to believe if you want to have the results. If you start countering the presuppositions, you may not get the desired result. In different areas, there are about 12 to 21 types of presupposition. Yesterday, what we saw that there is no failure, that's only a feedback, is one of the presuppositions of NLP. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
And Maria,
Yes,
when
sir.
she said she has got a flair for communication. So what does communication mean in NLP? What does communication mean in NLP?
Knowing properly each other.
I will put in a different way. If you are unable to get the desired response from another person, you are not communicating. Now, can you know the meaning of communication? If you're not able to get the desired response from another person, then you're not.
Communicating.
Yes, you're not communicating. So this is the way NLP looks at communication. Generally, people talk, communicate, how are you, I'm all, this. So that is not what it is here. You will get the desired response from the communication. If you're not getting the desired response, what has to be altered is?
Communication.
Your communication skill, not what he gets it. So what you give, he responds to it. Are you getting it?
Way communication.
Yes. So if I'm giving you what is wanted by you, then you will communicate in different way. If I'm giving you something that you're not able to understand or you don't want to accept, then I'm not communicating with you. Are you seeing the difference?
Yeah, Mr. Gauss, what you are telling is basically if I want a desired reaction, according to that I need to act. If my act is not correct, then reaction will be depending on my action only.
Supposing you are a salesperson,
Yeah.
or I'm giving a presentation to you.
Yeah.
So the idea is, that you will have to get that.
Yeah.
Or you will have to sell that.
Yeah.
So what the customer wants, that we will see in the types of the VAKs, whatever the people sensations, the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, that depends upon that. So basically in NLP, the communication means if you are not able to get the desired outcome, then your communication is not worth it. So you will have to alter what you give to get a different thing. So this is the NLP model of communication.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right. So there are 12, 13 other more presuppositions. These are the basic structures on which the NLP is built. And one more thing I want to add before I close. The Sir was talking about comparing the CBT and NLP. CBT, NLP, transactional analysis, everything deals with the logical mind. Some of the participants were talking about the core beliefs. Yes, core beliefs, the assumptions, the intermediate beliefs, all these are also within the subconscious mind. Once they're brought into the awareness, they cease to be subconscious mind. So yesterday we saw the difference between the subconscious mind, the other part, and the conscious mind is what is in your awareness becomes logical mind. What is not in your awareness comes in the subconscious one. So the advantage of NLP over CBT, transactional, and all other types of REBT and all other therapies is this goes into the subconscious mind to correct what is not available in the other types of therapy. Are you getting the small difference, but very important difference?
Super, sir. Super, sir. Very nice, Gauss, sir. Very nice. Actually, what Gauss sir was telling, actually, there is one more way of putting it. Communication is the responsibility. Communication is the responsibility. See, I used to tell this live example. Once I was in a hotel. Okay, somebody came and sat, and he called the server and told one coffee sugar free. Okay, the server just bent down and told, sir, sugar is always free here. Okay, communication is a responsibility. So that boy, I am not communicating in the proper way. One coffee sugar free. Sir, sugar is always free here, sir. Now, then I have to change my communication. Bhaiya, wo nahi bola maine. And what I told is, please give me a coffee. Don't add sugar in it. Okay. Because that boy didn't know the language. It is just like I'm talking French with a person, I'm talking with a person in French who knows only German. So, samajh mein nahi aayega na. Communication is the response you get. Okay. Coffee, sugar free. So at least I should be able to tell in a very, for that boy, particular boy, not everyone. So this is, I'm just showing one video. This is what I wanted to show you. So how in NLP sales, okay, this is one company called Ravel, wherein I do regular sales training. Sales training I have been doing for this company for the past 7 years. Okay. So this is one technique called anchoring. Press and do the anchoring. How do you like this? When you think of Rasagulla, okay, sleep every day. You have to give intensity to the anchoring. This is what anchoring. This pressing this thumb, that is going to be the anchoring. Whenever intensity to the anchoring, if you do it for we are going to recollect a sales call which we have completed in your life successfully. So here what we did is we asked the people to recollect all the successful sales call. Okay. Then we anchored it. We anchored it by taking them to the trance. Now how these people are sitting now. Okay. Now how these people are sitting in the therapy session started just see. They are deeply into a trance. Think of your face, deeply into trance. Complete concentration on this. See this person. Completely in trance. He is not asleep because he is the leader of the group. He is the head of the department for the group. And afterwards, he gave a very good feedback. The feedback which we got from him was these both people. They were the head of sales, national sales, head of national sales. So you see this guy. So we do the programming in the subconscious and unconscious level, so that when they go for sales now, it becomes a cakewalk for them. So it can be used in sales. Then the other aspects which we have is how it can be used in other areas. 1 minute. Just quickly, I will take you through. Oh, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So NLP, how it is useful to executives. What executives will do? The executive is a person who is executing. If at all you want to execute something, okay, you should have communication skills. What should be mastered in all the soft skills. What should be mastered in all the soft skills, and that is very easily possible through NLP. So how NLP is useful to students. So for the people who are studying, students, we give again this kind of exercise like anchoring and all. Even we give to 7th standard and 8th standard students. We are giving. It is so useful for the students because they will be able to write the examination without any fear. How NLP is useful to teachers, lecturers, and professors. So day before yesterday, I conducted a session that is available in the YouTube also, in Instagram also. So we started the session with, see, a simple aspect. With this, I will finish today's session. Okay, the chat box is open. Whoever wants to put their own advertisement also will come. Mr. Shivakumar, hope you have joined. You can also put your the chat box is open. Can you people put your values? Can you people put your top values? 3 values. Top 3 values. Can you put it in the, see, put it in one go. Put it in one go. Put it in one go. Okay. Honesty, modesty, and righteousness. Okay. friendly, active, honesty, loyalty, hard worker. Put it in one go. Okay. So, Fatima Azra, or Fatima
Yes, sir.
Azra, Fatima Azra, are you available?
Yes, sir.
Acha, Fatima Azra.
Yes.
So, your top values you have said honesty, love, and hard working.
Yes.
So, what do you mean by honesty?
The honesty that I mean is whatever we do, we have to do it from the bottom of our heart. Like we should be honest to what we are doing, and we have to feel for that.
So, honesty means doing anything from the bottom of our heart, isn't it?
Yes. So that we know it is true.
Suppose tomorrow there is a bank nearby my house. Okay, I'm going to loot the bank. If I'm true to myself, okay. If I am from the bottom of my heart, if I am true, and if I go and do it, that is honesty. For me, I'm telling. I'm not telling for you, Fatma. I'm not telling for you. For me, I'm telling. See, the thing is, when we ask the question, if I ask to anyone, we tell our values, but we are not very clear about what is honesty. We tell many aspects. Okay. For example, let me Nabila.
Yes, sir.
Nabila. So your three top values are respect, commitment, and knowledge.
Yes.
So what do you mean by knowledge?
Sir, knowledge about learning new thing and sharing the ideas from to another person as well.
Okay. So for you, Nabila, knowledge is much more important than wisdom.
Sir, knowledge actually gives us wisdom, in my point of view.
No, the top three values. Okay. Actually, wisdom is much more. See, knowledge means I have some knowledge. Suppose, for example, I have a knowledge that I have to help others. Okay, that is knowledge. Wisdom is if I am actually start helping people. That is wisdom. Okay. So knowledge is top or wisdom is top.
Sir, same as far as my mind is concerned about my values, I feel that knowledge is more important. Unless I am not gaining or ready to the knowledge, how can the wisdom can be spread or used in my real life?
So knowledge means, can you just rephrase one more time?
So actually for myself, knowledge is learning new thing from the surroundings as well as update your own self. Knowing your own self and others.
Learning from the surroundings and?
Yes, exactly.
Learning from the surroundings. Knowledge means for me, learning from the surroundings and?
Yes. For our own self, updated technologies, etc.
And our will. So, knowledge, in my surroundings I learn, and all those aspects I learn. I want to gain the information.
Yes.
Exactly. And you used one word, share. Sharing, it is sharing. Whether you want to gain or share also.
Sharing, yes, exactly.
Sharing. Now, when you want to share it, actually that is wisdom, no?
Exactly. So, in my point of view, first knowledge, then wisdom.
So, you will gain the knowledge, then you will share it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the knowledge which you are gaining, okay, the aim of getting the knowledge. So, you want knowledge, okay. What is the goal? Why that you want knowledge?
Because, sir, I want to grow myself and my surroundings as well. I want to be unforgettable for myself and my loved ones, actually.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So the simple aspect is knowledge. You have to gain all these aspects for helping others.
Exactly, sir. First myself and others.
Nabila, actually, I am searching for you only. Okay, please join MOCAT.
Okay, sir.
Please join MOCAT because I need not pay any money to you. You will be sharing your knowledge. Okay, you join with me, take classes. Okay, but I did not give any money to you, na? Because you will be sharing it. Because you are gaining knowledge.
Exactly.
Then I am not very clear about what is that I want from knowledge. See, I gain knowledge. Why did I gain knowledge? Why did I want knowledge? It is just for sharing. No, it is not for that. It is upliftment. There are many aspects to knowledge, isn't it? Nabila, whatever you told is correct. But there are much more aspects which is not available in the surface, which is available in the deeper structure, which Nabila has to sit and analyze. What is this? What are the aspects which constitutes knowledge? When I say knowledge, what are the aspects it constitutes? Isn't it? Nabila, have you ever shouted at anyone?
Sorry, sir. Didn't get you.
In your life, have you ever shouted at someone?
Shouted someone? Yes, exactly, sir. A lot of time.
No. In your life, in your total life, have you ever shouted at someone? Family members, friends?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of time.
Lot of time. Then how respect comes first, Nabila? When there is a respect, then I should, lot of times I should not shout at people. No?
Sir, exactly. This is what I learned from the experience and I stopped shouting, actually. This is what upgrading my values.
So the thing is, NLP says understanding values clearly. Understanding the values clearly will, actually values are just like roads. Values are the road in which you travel, okay, to achieve your goals. Now, my value, for example, my value may be making money. Okay, to make money, I can choose two aspects. One is I can train people, okay, and I can get money. That is one way. Or as I told you, there is a bank nearby. Okay, night 8 o'clock they close the bank and morning 6 o'clock only they open the bank. That is one more way. Okay. So that I want to earn money. That is the road value. The end is, okay, unless and until the road is clear, the road in which we travel is clear, that is, I know the deep structure of it. Completely, I am able to explain it to my own self. What it is, then the life becomes very easy. So this is what we did to teachers. Day before yesterday, we did to teachers what are the values. What I did is, with this I will finish it. I asked it, I just made 10 groups of teachers. And I asked all the teachers, what are the values of your school? Your school will be having a values now. Any school will be having values. You people sit and you browse your own website. You go to your own website and write the values. Okay. 10 group wrote the values. Okay. All the 10 are different. Okay. I asked them to list out top 5 values of the school, which they will be passing on to the children. Some of the value written in one group is not available in another group. Okay. And some of the group, they have written something completely differently. And what is available in their website? What is available in their website? That was not written by any of the group. That means I am working somewhere. And that the place where I'm working, it is having some values, and I do not know about it. Now, then we asked everyone to go and see it, understand it completely, understand the values completely. Because when the founder founded the school, he had some values, na? That only he wanted to build it. In the long run, if it is missing, then what will happen? We might have constructed a school to help the poor, but now they may be collecting 2 lakhs for admission. The purpose is lost. Maybe because the value is somewhere it is broken. So schools, teachers, schools, organizations, everywhere, NLP is very, very useful. Tomorrow, Vinayaka Chaturthi. So tomorrow is a leave for us. Okay. Happy Vinayaka Chaturthi to everyone. Happy Vinayaka Chaturthi. And it is Vinayaka. Vinayaka, he communicates in many aspects. The Lord Vinayaka air is very big. Okay. The symbolically what he says is listen more. Listen more. Okay. There are many aspects. There are many aspects symbolically what he communicates. Happy Vinayaka Chaturthi, and if possible, we will see something in tomorrow's Instagram. Please follow my Instagram. Okay, tomorrow I will be having half an hour session about the session on Vinayaka and psychology. We have to see psychology in everything. Vinayaka and psychology. We will see. We will have a session. I will be having a session in Instagram. Yeah, Maria, please go ahead. Maria wanted to ask some question. Yeah, Maria. Any question, team? I can take any 2 questions. Yeah. Please. Kirti, please go ahead.
Sir, I don't have a question. I just want to share. Yesterday, when you were telling about the failures and the feedback, my 10-year-old son was sitting there, and actually from last 2 weekends, he goes to the cricket academy actually, and he is in the junior section. So from last 2 weekends, he's been shifted to senior sections, and he was a little upset because, you know, he was thinking that he will not be able to do because the ball will be very fast and he will not be able to bat. So yesterday, after when he heard the session, he kind of gave a smile, and I think he registered that, and I think he has come up with the plan that he will try to face it and practice things to face the ball and all. So I would say thank you for that session.
Kirti, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Actually, for kids, Kirti, this is not only for. Actually, Kirti has shared a very important aspect. Today, we have to train the children. Okay, when they see in those days, I remember. Suppose if the child is hit by a stone, people will go and hit the stone. This stone has hit you, we will hit the stone. We will hit the stone. Now, what is that we are communicating to the child? That take revenge.
Correct.
Take revenge, isn't it? Instead of that, if we try to change it, it will be very nice. Now, over to Gausar. Gausar will finish it. Gausar, you can finish it with your some quotation, sir. Some quotation or something. Because always it is delight to listen to, sir.
So I think today we were supposed to hear Sundararaman giving us leading into the relaxation exercise.
No, so that is in our paid program, sir.
Oh, right, right. So I wanted these people to have a look at the presuppositions of NLP and how we can go ahead. The most important is the communication model. If we want something, we say something else, and then we get into a mess. Like value illustration in life is the most important thing. We do not know our values. We think we want to have those values, and we live our life that way. When Sir asked about values, they are our guiding principles in life. So values are so deeply involved even in counseling, coaching, everywhere in your life, normal life itself. So that it will take some time to look at the values, what values we want to reach, what values we want to live for, how we can live, and what the same value will mean for different types of people. We'll have to look at all those things. The journey is there, will continue, sir. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team. Tomorrow holiday, we will meet day after tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Please get connected in my WhatsApp, Facebook.